Okay, guys. So the firefighters are pretty busy back there. They're blocking off they're on both streets like an L shape. The street that I came up. They just came from that 7-Eleven that was back there. Like they were there for only like 3 minutes. Literally, it was less than 5 minutes. They was sitting over there, and the next thing you know, the other video I just made, the ambulance truck was sitting. They came right, the park right behind me to get gas, and they never stop at the last one. They always come right up on the back of the car. That's the crazy part. But only the reason why I made this video is because back when I was hearing those voices, I don't hear those voices at all now, baby. I ain't taking no risperidone. I ain't taking no medications. I'm not even smoking marijuana. Now and then I have beers, but other than that, I don't hear those voices. So what the hell happened? That's why I'm trying to say, like, it made me sound like I was schizophrenic, but I knew that I was. I knew that what was happening to me was either something that was spiritually induced, or it was something that was physically or mentally. What's the word I'm looking for? Like from those towers. And there's a video. There's not a video. There's a there is a video that talked about that, and they showed those cell phone towers. And when I went to the job fair, I saw a company that was hiring for steel something like steel construction or manufacturing, but they showed the picture of those towers, like the different towers that they make. So I'll make that the thumbnail of this video, but I wanted to really zoom in on when they were using when they were using one of Katherine Krick's voices. Some stuff's got, some things got revealed to me spiritually. I don't know if it's when Katherine Krick's going to be traveling or and that was back in 2022. And lately it's been coming up in readings of people saying that there was going to be some sort of planned celebrity death, and guess who it was in my vision. That's not, I'm not saying these are the individuals that are involved, but that's how I knew after that submarine thing happened, where I wrote it in a book, all these deaths that I solved, but some were kind of off. Like then some of the individuals that were involved, it wasn't necessarily that individual, but it was someone else. Like it say, like if it was one person that was that in my vision, it was only one woman that was put in the submarine. But in reality, 9 months later, after that vision that I had, it was 5 men that were in the submarine that were left at the bottom of the ocean to die unintentionally instead. So that's why I'm still telling this, because basically, long story short, Bobby Brown decided to deliberately kill himself on purpose in front of Katherine Krick. He jumped off of a building, or someone threw him down. I think he was committing suicide. He committed suicide, knock on wood, because I'm not trying to declare and decree this. So I apologize to those people, those celebrities. But Katherine Krick was walking. He planned it just perfectly so she could see his death in her face and be traumatized by it. And I know that sounds bad, and I'm so sorry, guys. I should make a warning on this video. Yeah, when I post it. So the reason why I'm telling that story though is because back when I was hearing those voices, I was like, now how the hell am I hearing about Katherine Krick? And then I also started finding out about her phenotype, that she was either Lyrian or Lemurian. I think it was Lyrian. She was from that bloodline, because I was finding out stuff about that crap too, like the Lyrians, and I didn't find out about Lyrians and Lemurians until I heard from Isis Wisdom, and then I told her that I was a little leery of the Lyrians because I didn't know who the hell they were. And then somebody in the comment section, like back in 2021, told me about the Lyrians, or yeah, the Lyrians, and then I found out about the Lemurians and some other ancestral creatures that later developed, like how cavemen developed to the modern human. The Lyrians and the Lemurians were creatures that later evolved to some people that resemble modern humans, but they have the phenotype of some of those creatures, but they still look like a human. But if you pay attention to their phenotype, like Katherine Krick, the bridge of her nose, and I ain't trying to be funny, y'all, I ain't. Okay, so if you really look at like the where her forehead part down, that goes down to her nose, that's what let me know. I had checked it out for okay. So the reason why I'm saying that is because I happen to just park here and saying I don't want to go in the parking lot of Safeway because all that drama and those men always come parking up there that were stalking me. So I said, I'm gonna just park on the street and walk my son, like get the stroller out, and my son and I just go inside of the the store. They saw I had. Sometimes I'd be glad I had that camera on, because when they be ready to do certain stuff, he's kind of trying to block it. Not maybe intentionally. He's not doing it intentionally. But on that pole, it looked like they tried to get rid of it. I happened to look ahead and I saw a question mark first. And by me seeing that question mark, I remembered that's exactly what I saw on the street, 1 block over from the street where we're at by the Goodwill store. Maybe I'm not gonna ride by there right now. And well, I don't know. This Safeway is looking a bit crowded. Maybe we could come back out. We can take a walk. I'll maybe travel around the block, but I think they removed that one. It was somewhere over there by that Goodwill. But I'm just gonna try to go up towards. I was gonna drive up, but anyways, it says cat with a KAT with a question mark, and it's because they were like fucking with me mentally. That's how it was confirmed when I got out of the psychiatric hospital. And might I add, this was after I got out of the psychiatric hospital, and I remember a woman sitting in a car watching me too. That night when I was walking, she was just sitting there, parked there, watching me. And then I started walking towards her car. Then she cranked the car up and left. And this was next to the DoubleTree Hilton Hotel by where I live. And that's how I knew people were gang stalking me. It was a Caucasian European American woman with blonde hair. Shut up, ambulance. So I'm trying to get a little closer. See, they tried to erase some of it. Because that's just like if you look real closely, it's like a KAT. KAT. Ah, man, the lighting. See how it looks like a K right there, A right there, T. Then a question mark. That's exactly what they put on a tree. They spray painted it black on a tree. And everywhere I walked, that's exactly where they were at. There's a police in front of that, whatever that car is, Mazda or something. Yeah, Mazda. Some people say Mazda. I've always heard it Mazda. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys that you're not crazy when you hear certain voices that you know. And some of you spiritual people, you know it's not even demonic. You know it's like, well, it could be demonic, but like you know that it's not you all of a sudden becoming schizophrenic. And I was just talking about Kennedy Restoration, because those black girls that smoked weed we went to a police officer house, and he gave us some marijuana in Beaverton or Hillsborough. It was an officer's, and then that's when gang stalking really picked up for me. That was back in 2017, I believe. Yeah, 2017, because that's when I was staying in that studio downtown Portland, off Arthur Street in Maine, or First and Arthur Street. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys 808. So you're not crazy, because I don't hear those voices no more. And I saw something on YouTube that said when I start reading again, I won't hear those voices or something like that. And it was I think there was talk about the reading, because that's what I was supposed to be doing. At first I got scared. The voices picked up because a lot of stuff was being revealed, like me finding out about people's spirits, like for instance my spirit being here for 3,000 some years, and my angels being born, like created before me, being 5,000 something years old. So and then I remember I walked in front of him. One of the gang stalkers, he said, "Oh, I thought I was the only one who knew that." Nope, buddy. There's quite a few of us out here. It's because I went looking for certain answers, and I was going pretty deep. So that's why I waited for like a year and a half before I started. My memory started going back, and some stuff I seen in tarot let me know that I wasn't as delusional as I was starting to think I was, after I got out of the psychiatric hospital. And because of what was revealed to me, and the people that were watching me closely, and how I know they were watching me closely is because I had a problem with my refrigerator, and a woman called me and she said, "Is your refrigerator still working yet? Or is your refrigerator still working?" And then she hung up the phone. And then I called back. I was like, what the and then I called back. It was a busy tone, and I kept calling back. Nobody answered. So that's how I knew that they were really messing with me. And I don't have that phone anymore because they stole it. But I believe I know the phone companies I had, all we got to do is go back to um, late after August 2022 and scan any, but they won't take the time to do that, of course, because a lot of these people are in on it and they're getting paid off to do this shit anyway. So anyways, just letting you guys know, nope, you're not crazy. All right, y'all, have a good one. I'm not gonna go to the other tree.